Hi students, how are you all? I hope you are all keeping fine and doing good. Today we are going to discuss poem number 3 from our English textbook, that is Beehive, and the poem is Rain on the Roof, and the poet is Curtis Kinney. Now let us know something about the poet. Curtis Kinney was an American lawyer, politician, journalist, and poet. He was the one who wrote the poem Rain on the Roof. He was born on 24th November 1826, Penn Yan, New York, in the United States of America. He died on 25th January 1904, Ohio, in the United States of America. He completed his education at Antioch College. Now, let us know the theme of the poem. The theme. The theme of the poem is the healing power of rain. The musical sound of raindrops falling on the rooftop at night has the ability to revive sweet memories and arouse fancies and imaginations in an otherwise busy mind. The rain does soothes and comforts an overworked mind by taking it back to its lovely past. Now, listen to the poem Rain on the Roof. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Every tinkle in the shingles has an echo in the heart, and a thousand dreamy fancies into busy being start, and a thousand recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Now, in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers, ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I listen to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Now, let us discuss the poem in detail. First, let us go with stanza number 1. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Now, let us discuss the meanings which are used in this particular stanza. Humid, which means wet. Hover, appear over. Starry sphere, stars as spheres. Melancholy, sad. Cottage chamber, room in a house. Patter, falling sound of rain. Overhead, above the head. Now, let us discuss the poem in detail, the meaning of the poem. Explanation. In the first stanza, the poet says that this time the clouds hover over all the stars, making them unseen at this time. This darkness makes him sad and reflective. The rain seems to mirror his emotions as it looks like tears falling softly from human eyes. It is a bliss then to press the pillow lying on cottage bed when the rain is pouring on the roof. The sound of the raindrops over the roof enables the poet to recover from his gloomy thoughts. This stanza revives a picture of the rain falling and the poet reclining in a cottage bed at such an evening. I hope you have understood the meaning of first stanza. Now let us go to second stanza. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start, and 1,000 recollections weave their 8 threads into woof, as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Now, let us see the hard words which are used in this particular stanza. Tinkle, sound of rain falling on small stones. Shingles, pieces of stone. Echo, resounding. Fancies, imaginative things. Recollections, recalling. Oof, a weaving or weft. Now, let us discuss the meaning of the stanza. In this stanza, the poet describes how every tinkle of the raindrop on the shingles has an echo in the heart. The raindrops make a tinkling sound falling on the shingles. Each sound made by the rain is repeated the next instant by the beating of his heart. What the poet has been imagining at this instant is beginning to assume a physical shape before his eyes. The poet becomes nostalgic and all his memories come to acquire a physical shape because of the rain falling on the roof. These memories are not distinct but have entwined into single patchwork. These have been woven into a kind of cluster as he listens to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Now, let us go to stanza number 3. Now, in memory comes my mother as she used in years gone to regard the darling dreamers ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look upon me as I listen to this refrain which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Now, let us see the hard words which are used in this particular stanza. Agone, which means bygone. Darling dreamers, here in this particular context, those children who dream of their mothers like the poet. Before. Dawn, early morning. Fond, dear. Refrain, in this context, music. Now, let us discuss the meaning of the stanza. In this stanza, the poet says that on the cluster of his memories, the memory of his mother comes first. In his childhood, his mother used to look at him and his siblings as they were sleeping, having some pleasant dreams. She used to look at them as such every night. She knew that she won't see them again till the dawn. In this stanza, the poet establishes a kind of emotional bond with his mother through recollecting his past. The poet here says that he feels while recollecting his past how his mother used to look at him fondly in his childhood. She would bend down and watch over him in particular. The poet feels that mother's bond through the evocation of his past as the repetitive rhythm of raindrops falling on shingles on the roof goes on. Okay students, I hope you have understood the poem and its meaning. Now let's go with the rhyme scheme which is used in this particular poem. The rhyme scheme which is followed in this poem is AB, CB, DE, FE. All the three stanzas follow the same rhyme scheme, that is AB, CB, DE, FE. Now let's go with the poetic devices which are used in this poem. Poetic devices which are used in first stanza. Stanza 1. alliteration. Examples: humid over. Okay, here the beginning letters H and H. Okay, next starry, starry spears, yes and yes. Press pillow, P and P. Next, lie listening, lie listening, L and L. These are the examples of alliteration. Now, next poetic device which is used in the first stanza is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Example is patter. Okay, which means it is a sound made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop. The last poetic device which is used in the first stanza is personification. Personification. Example is darkness. The poet says that it is very sad. The darkness shows the meaning as very sad. Now, it is not about the darkness is sad, but it is of the people who are very sad. Now, let us go to the second stanza. Second stanza, okay, we have again alliteration. Busy being, B and B, there and thread, okay, T and T, rain roof, R and R. These are the examples of alliteration. Next we have onomatopoeia. Example for onomatopoeia is tinkle, tinkle and patter. Tinkle and patter, the sounds made by the raindrops. Next we have the third one is personification. Third one, personification, is recollection. These are the three poetic devices which are used in this second stanza. Now let us go to third stanza. Third stanza, we have two poetic devices used, alliteration example memory, my mother, M. Next we have darling dreamers, D and D. These are the examples of alliteration. Next poetic device we have in the third stanza is onomatopoeia, which is patter. The meaning is sound of raindrops falling on the shingles of the roof. Okay students, I hope you have understood the meaning of the poem, about the poet, and the rhyme scheme of the poem, and finally the poetic devices which are used in this particular poem. I request you all to go through the poem very carefully and understand it and try to learn it properly. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.